see them? Can you see them? Owie! Okay, these are the books for my May TBR. Won't be doing my releases in this video, so you guys will see me in another video saying hi, you know, like I did in another month. I think it was March's one, where I did 2 videos into one because I got all my books for the TBR to show, but not the books. So I just need to wait until I can find out what May's theme is for Beacon is, so we can get that to show you. So let's go through these books. The first book I'm clicking off is the Fairest of All by Serena Valentino. So this is her series of the villains, and I'm so intrigued by them. She also has a book coming out, and I think it's to do with the stepmother? No, that's the one there. The Cinderella one. Whatever her name, the stepmother, I think. So this is what it looks like, and this is what the bag. So it says on here, how did the wicked queen become so evil? When the king asked for a hand in marriage, the beautiful daughter of the cruel mirror maker accepts, hoping her fortune will change for the better. But will they? This is the untold tale of loss, love, and the dark magic behind the classic story of Snow White. So this is like more of a one-day read, and yeah, me intrigued, and I cannot wait. So there's that one. The next book following on the Serena or Valentino books, we have The Odd Sisters. So this is something about Snow White. As another Snow White book. When the truth about the Odd Sisters is revealed, will anything be the same again? I don't think this is this. It looks Snow White because the poison apple. The Odd Sisters. Throughout the courses of the time, the 3 witches, Lucinda, Ruby, and Martha. Okay, those 3 names actually I recognise because they were in the Mother Knows Best book, and they were just to say, whew. That was my first ever book review I ever did. Have changed the fate of the greatest villains ever known. They turned innocents into monsters and left chaos into their wake. Now those who have wronged throughout the many kingdoms demand justice, and the secret of the twisted, diabolical Odd Sisters are about to be revealed. Oh, sounds so good. And then the last book by her is The Evil Thing. This was her recent one that she did come out, and now she's got another one. So this is about Cruella de Vil, and the new Cruella de Vil movie is coming out. And everyone is saying that is all about when, because of Cameron Boyce, after he passed away, they thought they'd do a Cruella de Vil movie, which is so sweet. Anyway, this is nothing as simple as black and white. You might think of the tale of Cruella de Vil, the scene stealer, that monster, that evil thing, but think again. Before the car crash, the dog napping, and the love for furs, there was another story, another Cruella, told in her own words. This is the story of friendship, loss and love, mothers and daughters, and revenge. Yes, please. Okay, so this book I got was from Books by Nature. I actually got their April box, and I cannot wait for their book because it kind of reminds me of Rumple. So this book is actually in paperback, and this is The Never Tilting World by Rin Chipoko. I don't know how to say her name. I do have the Wicked As You Wish, because I got that in the first Fairy Loot box I ever got, and that was that one. So this I got in paperback, and we have this. So this book is literally about 2 sisters broke the world, and 2 sisters will save it. So I'm really intrigued to see how this is. It says, a world split between day and night. Generations of twin goddesses has long ruled Iron until one sister betrayal splits their world in 2. A great abyss now divides 2 realms, one cloaked in eternal night, the other scorched beneath an ever-burning sun. 2 goddesses' daughters must set out to separate equally dangerous journeys in hope of healing their broken world, no matter the sacrifice it demands. So that sounded really good, and like the writing in this is very, very small, and it's floppy, so yay. Okay, so the second book to this, I got it in hardback because I could only get it in hardback since this book came out this year, I believe. And that is The Evercool Kingdom by Rin as well. And so literally the same thing. It says that her sister's sacrifice is a pay she will not pay. So this is As Above, So Below, after a treacherous journey and a life-shattering introduction to a twin neither knew she had. Sister Hades and Odessa expected to merge from the great abyss to set the world set right. They were wrong. While the planet is turning once again, the creatures of the abyss will not rest until they have tasted another goddess's sacrifice. To break the bitter cycle, the twins need answers. Only their mother know about the truth about the break-in, and only the truth will help their daughters heal it. Accompanied by Lan, Adora, Noelle, and a familiar face from their past, the young goddesses must descend through the 7 gates of the cruel kingdom of itself. The deeper they venture, the more of Anna's secrets are revealed. It was not Anna alone who sealed Aeon's fate, and if another sacrifice won't heal their world, perhaps 2 sisters can. So the way that just ends, I was like, yes. That sounds amazing. So the first book is like, yeah, this is how it's going to end. Second book, this is how it's going to be. Love it. Then we have got some Holly Black books, of course. So the first book is the 3-in-1 books, and this is the Modern Fairy Tale. So we have Tilth, Vigilant, and Ironside, so in one. So I'll do them all together, and I'm looking forward to see how this is. It's like a big book, just for obviously because it's got 3 books inside it. So the first one is when Kane saves the life of a strange, injured young man in the woods near her New Jersey home. She has no way of knowing that her life will forever change, for she will soon become an unwilling pawn in an ancient power struggle between 2 rival fairy kingdoms, a struggle that could very mean her death. I was like, damn. So I saw this book actually on Chelsea Palmer's YouTube channel on her shelf, and I was just like the way the cover was. And I was trying to find the these titles, the books on their own. Didn't realise I had the book all along. The second book is Elsewhere. Valerie is a runaway who has taken up with a gang of squatters in New York City. When one of them talks Val into tracking down the lair of a mysterious creature, she finds herself torn between her affection of the honourable monster and her fear of what her new friends are becoming. So I'm leaning a lot. I was like, can you see that? And the last one is, as Kane and Valerie delves deeper into the realm of fairies, can they save themselves from the dark magic of the Fae Court and protect their hearts? That's all I got to know about it. 3 books into one, and I'm looking forward to reading this, guys. So, like I said of many other books, if I don't know what I'm talking about, it's not like I have anything, like, not reading it. It's just when I read a chapter or something, I have to try and talk about it, and if I'm looking away, it's because I'm trying to look at somewhere where I have my notes or something like that. Next book is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black as well. So I thought these books were going to be massive, but actually they're like a simple size, so I'm happy with that. It says, of course I want to be like them. They're beautiful as blades forged in some divine fire, and Caden is even more beautiful than the rest. I hate him so much that sometimes when I look at him I can hardly breathe. One terrible morning, Jude and her sisters see their parents murdered. The fearsome assassin abducts all 3 girls to the fairy court. When Jude soon realises that she survives, she needs to be as cunning and deceitful as the Fae themselves. The stairway to power is fought with shadows and betrayal, and looming over all is the arrogant and charismatic Prince Caden. Okay, yes, let's see. Second book, The Wicked King. The cover is so beautiful. Jude has tricked Carden onto the throne, binding him to her for a year and a day. But the new High King does everything in his power to humiliate and undermine her, even as her fascination with her remains undimmed. Meanwhile, a traitor in the court is scheming against her. Jude must fight for her life and live for those who love. And she also battles her own complicated feelings for Carden, and now a year and a day seems like no time at all. I wonder what's going to happen. And of course I've got the third book, which is The Queen of Nothing. My back hurts. Eesh. Your beauty will fade. Charming. An exiled mortal queen of fairies, Jude is reading from Carden's betrayal and is determined to reclaim everything he took from her. Opportunity arrives in form of a deceptive twin sister, Tyron, whose life is in peril. Jude must return to the treacherous fairy court and confront her lingering feelings for Carden. But Elfheim is not as she left it. War is brewing and she becomes ensnared into the conflict of bloody politics. When a terrible curse is unleashed, panic spreads throughout the land, forcing Jude to choose between her ambitions or her humanity. Haha, I got it. I can't say words. Okay, and then obviously I did get the book, The How Did the King of Elflames. So this is like kind of the middle of them. And it does have like artwork inside, so I cannot wait to show you those because they look amazing. It says, once upon a time there was a boy with a wicked tongue. Before he was a cruel prince or a wicked king, he was a fair child with a stone heart. A Heart of Stone. The #1 New York Times bestseller author Holly Black takes a deeper look into the dramatic life of Elflame's enigmatic High King Cardan, told to Hooley from his perspective. This whole new installment in the Folk of the Air series is returned to the heart-racing romance, danger, humour and drama that has the enchanted readers everywhere. With lavish and luminous full art colour, this is a perfect collector item to be enjoyed by audience both old and new. And so this is, like it's saying, is something to do round about Cardan and his perspective about everything else. So that I'm intrigued. And then the next book is a book I got in December 2019, guys. 2019. I can't believe I'm saying that. So I already read one of the books. This is my first book I ever got in Fairy Loot, with the second book with Wicked and Wish, and that was April Fool by Sarah Heron. So this is still her first, the only book that she's got out so far. And don't believe me, there's the bookmark, Define the Odds, December the 2019. I have not read the book. Oh my god. I feel so bad for myself. I have not read it, but I'm glad to finally get it. It's my TBR. And I think this is the cover. So the other cover was blue. So this is 17-year-old Lankin is an empath born with the ability to sense the emotions of others and siphon them to either conjure or destroy. But magic is legal in Demur, so most of her life Lurkin powers has been repressed by Queen Marlin's harsh edicts and the stifling presence of illuminate metal. Yet when Demur falls prey to an ancient evil lurking below the surface, Queen Millie calls on Larkin and 7 other outlaws to save the kingdom. Descending into an underground realm full of unspeakable horrors, Larkin and her party must use their forbidden magic to survive what lies in wait with sharp teeth and tail on deadly. As Larkin battles for her life, she finds her light in Amis, a notorious felon with a shadowed past, and begins to come into her own magic. But as the dangers multiply and their bands is picked off one by one, Larkin and Amis realise that fate are intertwined in a way they could never have imagined. That 8 of them were chosen for a reason. Now, the book about this, guys, even though it's been out since 2019, I have not seen anything about it. I haven't really seen anyone talk about it or have any merch for anything like this. So I'm intrigued to see what it is and if it's why. Just let's do that. The next 4 books is actually going to be mangas. I thought I'd add these in because I haven't done mangas in a while. So I have got Ruby, Red, like Roses. So these are just like little mangas, but like big books pretty much. So got that one. We have Weiss. Then we have Blake. And then we have Yang. So that is pretty much my whole my TBR for May. And then we will have the releases come out soon. So that will be another video because I just need to find out what is Beacon's Maze box. And then I can talk about it and get the releases in. Ta-da! So that's everything we have for, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys when my my releases come up. So on to that video. Bye. So hey guys, so you might have just seen the first part of the video, which is my TBR for May. This is the May releases and the books that's going to be in the 2 bookish boxes called Fairy Loot and Beacon. So let's get into the Fairy Loot box book. Is going to be in it because it's going to be the same book as Beacon for their April box, and that is The Witch Steeped in Gold by Sian Smart. So this is one of the books, that's why I said lucky for me that I can change Beacon to an items only instead of the book box, like the full box. So that is lucky enough for me on that one, and so I am looking forward to that. So last night I got back in from, not last night, should I say, when I'm filming this, it's not going to be last night. Well, no, so when it's going uploads. So when I'm filming this, pretty much the night I came back from work and the theme for Beacon box was shown. I literally just haven't checked Instagram in a while and decided to check on it, and the theme for their May came up. Their theme for May was Worthy of Power, which I think is cool. And then obviously I see someone who also uploads the theme, but also the book spoiler, which helps me so much because if I did not know that, I would probably be getting the same book in both boxes of May and the April boxes, the same book. But when I saw this, I was so excited. Was going to pre-order this book, and I'm so glad I did not pre-order the book, because guys, you don't know how excited I am, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get a book that I've been wanting to get, but I didn't get it. And the book is Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller. So this is the book I was going to literally pre-order, but then I was like, I'm gonna wait to see what the book might be for Beacon, and who the hell would know that it was going to be this book, because there's not really like many YA books coming out for May that I saw, so that's not too bad on that one. So I did kind of guess it was kind of going to be that book, but I'm so excited to have that one, and that will be going into my June TBR one, since it's easier. Then obviously, because it is May, I do have a pre-order coming, which is Illusionary by Zora, I can't say her name, Zoraida Kodaiva. So the first book to Incendiary. I have not even read that book yet, and that's also in my June TBR. So I didn't actually get the Fairy edition to this book, because I did not know that they were going to be doing an edition, which I should have known that. So I know that from now, if they've got a second book coming out, so if Fairy does a book and they have a second book coming out, I don't need to pre-order the book, because I can pre-order it from Fairy, which I have done that for Gods and Monsters and Namesake. I'm just waiting for them to do these Violet's Ends. I think there's another book, Kingdom of the Curse, I believe they said they're going to be doing, but that is my pre-order book for the month. And then obviously there's not many books for May for YA that I really liked. There is one book that I got two, and this is the Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. So this is a book that Fairly also announced that they will be doing a book for this box, a book release on their one, and I was like, I'm definitely going to get that one, because I feel like there might be a second book to this or something, and they might do that. So I'm looking forward to this one. Don't mean to yawn. And this one it says, Save the World or End It. A strange darkness is grown in the world. Even, oh god, Corinne, hope that's how you say it, Aomata, can feel it tucked away in her small town at the edge of the sea. Fate knocks on her door in the form of a mythical, immortal and lethal assassin, who tells Corinne that she is the last of the ancient lineage with the power to save the world from destruction. Why does my phone look really... I just realised it looks a bit wonky, but... Because a man who burned kingdoms to the ground is raising an army unlike any seen before, bent on uprooting the foundation of the world with a poison in his heart and a stolen sword in his hand. He breaks the realms itself to claim it, and only Corinne can stop him. Alongside an unlikely group of reluctant allies, Corinne finds herself on a desperate journey to complete an impossible task. With untold magic singing in her blood and the fate of the world on her shoulders. Now that sounds so good, and I literally cannot wait. I looked previously, I think it was like beginning of this month, maybe no, end of March. End of March, I pretty much was looking at the May releases and see what was coming out, and I saw that book and I was like, ooh, I like that, I'm going to add that to my list. And then Fairly announced it, saying that like the little, because they did that day 5 days of unlocking stuff and showing the stuff, and their last day they said a little bonus one, they actually showed us that book, and I went, oh my god, that's a book I actually was deliciously just looking at, and yes please. So I cannot wait to get that book. Then I have a second book, which is, there's only 2 books that I'm actually looking forward to for this month for May. So there's that, but at least it's not too many, so I don't have to worry about trying to get so many books. The next book is by PC Cast and Kristen Cast, and that is Spells Trouble. Look at the cover. That looks so cool. The twines, and you've got a cat in the O. This is called Sisters of Salem. So yes, it's a witch book, but I'm so intrigued because listen to this. Double, trouble. I said that well wrong. Double, twin spell trouble. So Hunter and Mercy, I can actually say their names, Goody are twin witches, direct descendants of the founder of the town of Goodville. As their ancestors have done before them, it's now time for the twins to learn what it means to be gatekeepers, the protectors of the gate to the different underworlds, ancient portals between their worlds and realms where mythology rules and nightmare comes to life. When the mother becomes the first victim of a string of murders, the devastated sisters vow to avenge her death, but it will take more than magic to rein in the ancient mythology monsters who affected their peaceful town. Now Hunter and Mercy must come together and accept their destiny or risk being separated for good. I saw that and I was like, girl, I love that. It's kind of got mythology going into it, it's witchy, and I'm like, that's so up my alley right now. I'm so looking forward to it. Right now, guys, I'll let you know if I'm still reading it. This book is what I'm reading, but in probably the time this gets uploaded, I'll probably be like end of my May TBR. This is a part of my May TBR, but right now I am currently reading that. But just to let you guys know that I'm always a month ahead of reading my books, so there's that. So keep an update on my unboxings because I will tell you where books I am. I'm trying to see if I can do that more often. But yes, thank you guys for watching this TBR and Releases. So I didn't mean to be yawning. Yeah, it was quite fun, and I will see you guys another day, another month of TBRs and Releases. My laptop just went off. There's that. So look forward to unboxings because I cannot wait to do more, and these months are going quick. Bye.